In the 1980s, the video game market faced a severe crash due to oversaturation and declining quality of games. Mario played a pivotal role in revitalizing the industry with the release of Super Mario Bros. In 1985. And between the years of 1985 and 1988, Nintendo would release a trilogy of Mario games on the NES consisting of Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. These games would go on to revolutionize the platforming genre with their imaginative level design, inventive gameplay mechanics, and character. Each installment built upon what came before, and together these games would help define the golden age of 8-bit gaming, but would also lay the foundation for my favorite ever Mario game, Super Mario World. Super Mario World was released in 1990 as a launch title for the Super Nintendo, and this game would introduce players to an expansive new world with vibrant graphics and refined platforming mechanics. But why is Super Mario World my favorite Mario game? Well, it all comes down to the setting. I just love the setting of Super Mario World, the setting being Dinosaur Land. After the events of Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario, Luigi, and Toadstool decided to take a vacation to Dinosaur Land. But while on vacation, Bowser kidnaps Toadstool and puts 7 Yoshis in eggs and traps them in castles around the island. And it's up to Mario and Luigi to save the day. That's why Mario and company are here in Dinosaur Land. This island consists of 10 named locations, those locations being Yoshi's Island, Donut Plains, Vanilla Dome, Vanilla Heights, Cheese Bridge, Cookie Mountain, Soda Lake, Forest of Illusion, Chocolate Island, and Valley of Bowser. If you couldn't already tell, the naming scheme is based on food. Vanilla, chocolate, cheese, cookies. Except for Valley of Bowser and the Forest of Illusion. This naming scheme is one of the reasons why I love this location in Mario. Why it will always be the best location in Mario. To me, this location just feels the most real. This game doesn't have you go across multiple worlds and multiple biomes. You stay on this one island. You can see the entire island from the get-go, and it's easy to understand, but also there's so much to explore on it. It's so small yet so big. This map consists of so many alternate paths and secrets, some of my favorite secrets in any Mario game. But before I get into talking about the secrets of this island, let's just go around the locations in chronological order. In this game, you'll first start on Yoshi's Island, and after beating Castle 1, you'll cross a bridge to go through plains surrounding a lake. After beating Castle 2, you'll make your way through a cave area that has 2 exits. The main exit you access by beating Castle 3 will bring you to a bridge to go over another lake, which you will cross to beat Castle 4 on a mountain. The secret exit, which you can access by finding the key in the first level of the Vanilla Dome, will take you to Vanilla Heights, which is a small area above the dome and contains a fortress that you will have to overcome to access Cheese Bridge. Cheese Bridge contains 3 bridge/cloud themed levels to beat before bringing you to Castle 4. After beating Castle 4, you will climb down Cookie Mountain and traverse the Forest of Illusion. Now, the Forest of Illusion is one of my favorite parts of this map. It's arguably the most unique, maybe tied with the Valley of Bowser, just because every level in the Forest of Illusion has a secret exit, and you cannot escape this forest unless you find the secret exit in every level. Or well, at least the right levels. Because finding the secret exit in this level to the left will take you to this fortress on the left side of the Forest of Illusion. But if you find the secret exit in the level to the bottom, then you'll actually escape the forest and go to Castle 5. After beating Castle 5, you'll make your way through a chocolate island containing another fortress and Castle 6. After beating Castle 6, you'll have to take on the sunken ship level, which this ship, by the way, is stated in the Super Mario Bros. Manual to actually be one of the ships used in Mario Bros. 3, which is one of my favorite details about this little area. After completing the ship level, you'll finally gain access to the Valley of Bowser, an underwater cavern where Bowser will be waiting for you. The design of this Bowser-like structure is just so perfect. The way it rises out of the water, the presentation, it really gives you that feeling of you finally made it, you're in the final stretch. Inside the valley, you'll find various things such as another fortress, Castle 7, a ghost house, Bowser's Castle, 4 pipes, and a star. Speaking of these pipes can be found in multiple places across the map, and they help you skip certain areas of the map and also help tease Bowser. In Vanilla Plains, you can actually find a pipe by going through 2 secret exit levels, and when you go through this pipe, maybe within the first 20-something minutes of playing this game, you'll see Bowser. You'll get teased of where he's at. And then you'll go through the other pipe and you'll find yourself at another castle. But if you didn't know that Bowser's castle was inside of this structure, you would just be left wondering, where the heck is this on the map? Because you can just look around the map with the controller. You can press, I think it's the start button, and you can just look around the map. And the valley is nowhere to be found. Now let's get to this star. These stars will actually take you to a place called Star World, where there will be harder special levels, which after completing will show you other parts of Dinosaur Land. And after beating every level in Star World and finding every secret exit in every level there, you'll gain access to Special World, with levels that are named after 90s slang and are good fun challenges for you. And after 100%ing the game, I'm pretty sure, or it's just beating every level in Special World, the map will actually change seasons. The map will go from mostly green to this autumn-like color, mostly reddish brown and a little bit of green, which is a detail that Mario games don't do anymore. At least not that I can remember. Nothing pops up in my head when I think about a Mario map changing after you beat the game. And that's just what makes this map so memorable for me, this location. I tend to lean more towards a Mario adventure set in one place rather than a Mario adventure that goes across multiple different biomes, which is a trend that started in Super Mario Bros. 3. Mario Bros. 3 maps consist of grassland, a desert land, an ice land, a giant land, which all of this stuff is cool. I think it looks nice back then, but it's just not something that I like to see anymore. When New Super Mario Bros. Wii came out, it followed the trend that Super Mario Bros. 3 started, with having a grassland, a desert land, and having every biome you would expect in the same order. It even affected New Super Mario Bros. U. But what I like about New Super Mario Bros. U, and what I will always defend about it, is that its map is probably the closest in function to Super Mario World's map. It's one big map that you can traverse and doesn't take Mario going off screen to travel through. You can start from 1-1 and go all the way to Peach's Castle. And that's what I really like about that game. And while New Super Mario Bros. U is closest in function to Dinosaur Land, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is closest in style. Super Mario Bros. Wonder's map is just so pretty to look at. I adore Dinosaur Land. I love the way that it looks, the sprites, the animations, it looks cool. That's what I really love, is the secret exits and the style. And Super Mario Bros. Wonder is so close to that style. There's so many secret exits that I love in that game, some of my favorite secrets. The world is pretty, but it still has the biome thing. The game takes place in the Flower Kingdom, but it doesn't feel like its own area. It feels like multiple areas stitched together. I think it would have been cooler if the Flower Kingdom was one big map that you can traverse. It's the map thing. I just really like a big map rather than something that looks like multiple maps stitched together and they say, hey, this is this location. This is the Flower Kingdom. This is the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't want to play a kingdom. I want to play an island. I want to play a land. I want to play a location that feels real. I know that's typically not Mario's thing. I know Mario specializes in these wacky lands and stuff, but I will just always have a soft spot. It might be nostalgia. It probably is nostalgia, but I will always have a soft spot for Dinosaur Land. Really, I would love if Nintendo would bring Dinosaur Land back, or Super Mario World in general. Bring it back in like some kind of $20, $30 remake, because I would buy that day one. I would play it. I would play the heck out of it. I would love for them to remake Dinosaur Land, or make Dinosaur Land a 3D area, because it's just so magical to me. I grew up with the Super Nintendo, and as a kid, Super Mario World was my go-to game. Even though I beat it multiple times, I would find myself going back to it because I was just so immersed in the setting. I used to just walk around the map over and over. I would go from one end to the other end, and I would just let my imagination run wild because I just love Dinosaur Land. As a kid and as an adult, Dinosaur Land will be special to me. So thank you for watching me talk about why I like Mario World and why I like the setting Dinosaur Land so much. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Mario location is, or maybe any location in any game that you just really like and adore. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. If you enjoyed me, then consider subscribing. If you subscribe, then you can enjoy more of me talking about Nintendo and maybe other games that I like that aren't Nintendo. But anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Goodbye.